Hello, and welcome back to Sharing a Chapter a Day. This is Do, Ra, me, and today I will be reading Chapter 133 of Engagement in Peril by Dara, Odoe, Sok. Chapter 133 is titled More Dates of Events. Here are other dates that Delilah and I spent together. February 14th, 2007, Valentine's Day. February 14th, Valentine's Day. Delilah is my sweet Valentine today. I surprised her with a dozen bleeding heart roses, some sweet dark chocolate, a lovely card, and some small Valentine trinkets. We made love several times and enjoyed each other's company that afternoon at my apartment when she had come by for a visit and exchange of Valentine gifts. Being able to make love to her gives me the chill and my spine tingles all over. I really enjoy being inside of her. I love her dearly, Lord. That afternoon I went to her business math class at the university with her at the state university there. I sat quietly and patiently as the professor lectured and instructed the class. She usually sit next to her male classmates and they have their own conversation, whereas I just sit there and kept my mouth shut and not question her friendly gesture with other men. This is what I usually do on a daily basis now. When Delilah had classes at the university, I usually go sit in class with her or wait outside for her while she's tend to her lesson and classroom activity. I have devoted my entire time with this girl. I want to be with her always, Lord. Lord, please help me to make this happen. No matter what classes she had, I would be there and wait for her to get out, just to be with her afterward. And always, after my work and subbing job at the local school district, I will run to her side. If she allows me to, I will be next to her all day if possible. I often bring my laptop and sit outside, typing or playing online games while I wait for her to finish her classes. Always afterward, we go out somewhere to get food or just hang out, kissing and hugging. I really enjoy all the time that I have devoted to being with her. I have, I hope she appreciates and enjoys those time with me as well. After class, we went to a local supermarket, got some food for dinner that night at my apartment. We then came home and made sweet, passionate love once again on this Valentine's night, and in each other's arm, we enjoyed the night until she had to go home around 2200 hour. She thanked me for the gifts and love making, and we kissed and hugged each other good night. She left my side that night, and we went home to her mother. And she went home to her mother. I love her so very much. More each day, Lord. I love you, Delilah. From that day forward, and after our nice getaway and trip to Japan together for the last 2 weeks, I feel that Delilah and I have grown closer, both as friends and lovers. I truly adore this girl, and I simply hope that she feels the same about me. From then on, we saw each other more often and did practically everything together. That's what I had thought. There are some other places. These are some of the other places we have dined and went out together so far. Delilah and I have dined at Lucille in Long Beach, ate at Kabuki off of Gridley and South Street in Cerritos, the Peking Walk off of PCH, and also we have been to Spire and Norm several times. Delilah was good at getting coupon for those places. Although I still paid for all our meals and outing together, I really love her. I'll spend anything on her. We had visited numerous malls throughout Southern California, from the Lakewood Mall to South Coast Plaza. We also visited Universal Studios several times. We went to catch a medieval time show. We went miniature golfing at Boomers, and we also went ice skating at the Glacier Garden in Lakewood off of Carson and Pixie Street. We have also visited the University Japanese Garden several times and made out there. And we have also visited Santa Monica several times as well, and several other eateries throughout Southern California. We also spent a whole day in San Diego, visiting the beaches, malls, and Balboa Park there as well. Also, this spring, Delilah convinced her mother to take some ballroom dancing class with us at the Belmont Shore Chalet. Twice a week in the evening at the dance hall next to Club Ripples, a gay club and bar off of Ocean Boulevard and Granada Avenue, only steps away from the shore of the Pacific Ocean. The ballroom practice was held by the city's Recreational Center Association. I would do anything with Delilah, no matter what. I have sacrificed myself to be with her. I don't care who was there with us, I always picked up the two ladies to go to our dance practice on those nights. I really enjoyed dancing with Delilah. She danced delightfully. Her mom was quite apprehensive about me putting my arms around her daughter, only baby girl. At times she would give me cold looks. No matter, I danced with my lover as I please. Usually after our dance parties, practices, we go out to eat and dine at the local family restaurant and bistro. I usually pay for our meal as well. Besides going to dance classes together, the three of us also took a free boat ride around the Long Beach and Los Angeles Port and Harbor area. We did that on a Saturday while spending several hours together sightseeing, and after we had lunch at Hop's Hut restaurant. Delilah sometimes goes and hang out with her friends and not bring me along because she still wants our relation to be a secret from all her association, especially her mother and her friends. She doesn't want her mother or anyone else to know that we are lovers, that we have been sleeping together. She wants people to think that she is still pure and innocent, like the Catholic girl she says she is. My friends Dara and an adopted family has already accepted her as my lover, and they too have come to adore her. I really want to introduce her to Dara. I hope he meets her soon. Maybe he'll like her too. I hope he can accept this girl for who she is. I love you, Delilah. You see what that conniving bitch has done to my beloved Shin Shin? She has turned him soft and too giving. He has become too needy now. It's not like him to be that way. He has lost his independence because of that girl. He would practically do anything for her if she'd asked him to. You see all the time has given to her? Damn! Straight from his work, he runs to be by her side. What a baboon! Dumb red-ass monkey. Damn! I'm sorry, Shin Shin. You have become whipped. He's so whipped, and because I love that whore so much. He's so whipped, and because he loved that whore so much, he went out of his way to make her happy. He bought her diamonds for her birthday and holidays, paid for trips and vacation, and kept their love affair a secret from the people she told him not to associate with. He was on her leash, and she had him pretty much by the balls, and her hands around his neck and choking him. I feel so sorry for Shin Shin's situation then. I just couldn't bear to bring myself to telling him the truth about me and the others' involvement and how such a terrible tramp she was behind his back. I just didn't want to devastate him that way. After all, I too was getting my pussy fix from Delilah, and that's all that mattered to me then, getting my fix of intruding in her ass. I'm sorry, Shinjin, for my involvement with that succubus of a whore that you thought was your one sincere true love. I wish I could have told you the truth, my dear beloved brother. I am truly sorry for my indiscretion against you. February 14, 2007, Valentine's Day continuation gift. I had something special planned for Delilah on this year's Valentine's Day celebration. I think it would be a lovely gesture on my part to do this for her. I hope she will appreciate as much as I have appreciated her for these many months together. Several weeks back during this early month of February, while I was driving to work and listening to one of my favorite radio station on Coast 103.5 FM, I heard that we are I heard that we as listeners were able to make dedication on the radio to our loved ones for Valentine's Day during the love song show that aired every evening from 2000 to 2400 and hosted by the soothing voice of the lovely host. So with that in mind, I went about to put my unique surprise dedication together for my lover, Delilah. I visited the radio's Coast 103.5 FM station website and put in my request to make my dedication to Delilah on this day of love. I had it planned out what song I wanted to I had it planned out of what song I wanted her to hear. It was our favorite song that we often shared and made love to during our sexual and intimate times together. Besides getting Delilah a bouquet of bleeding red roses and some scrumptious sweet chocolate treats, I had made a dedication of my affection for Delilah and allowed the listening audience to hear my love for her over the airway. I didn't care who would hear my love for this girl. It was meant only for her, and it was straight from my heart. Once I had visited the web page and submitted my request, dedication, and love thoughts for Delilah, I waited and hoped for good news from the radio station. Days down the road, several days down the road, to my happy surprise, I was contacted via email by the Coast 103.5 FM love song staff and informed that I would be called on Valentine's Day at 1900 and would be able to speak on the air and tell Delilah and the listening audience of my love and affection for this fantastic girl. I had submitted several love songs for Delilah. On the top of my list was Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer, followed by Angel by the King, Elvis Presley, and not too far behind was My Endless Love, a duet by Diana Ross and Lionel Richie. This is what I had written out in my email to Coast 103.5 FM website. My name, my city, the person I was making the dedication to, of course, was Delilah. The city that she lived in, the exact day I wanted the dedication read on, month, day, year, and time I wanted the dedication to be read on the air by the host and three-song option, and the three-song option, my contact phone number, and a letter about one quarter to a full page in length expressing my feeling for the person that I was dedicating to. Here's what Shinshin wrote to that terrible bitch that I had a role in death. Here's what Shinshin wrote to that terrible bitch that I had a role in his death about his dedication to her on that Valentine's Day celebration of 2007 via the radio station and its airway. Delilah, words alone cannot describe how much I have come to adore and cherish you. You have been the foundation that helped me stay afloat when events are bleak and troublesome. We have shared and experienced much together in this past year. You are not just my best friend, you are the one that I have come to love and adore more than anything. I want to thank you for sharing your life with me and hope that this new year and month of love brings us closer. Though our lives and situation are complicated at times, remember that you always have me here to aid and comfort you. And our 1.5 year anniversary is approaching near. Let's make it worthwhile, something that we both will treasure for years to come. I thank you, my love, for the memories that you and I have shared and will make in the coming future. Being with you have been my happiest moments. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you much. Ohana. Much love. Shinshin Nagami. Ohana was the secret word that Shinshin used to tell Delilah that he loves her very much. After I had told Delilah of what I had done for her via the radio airway, Delilah didn't believe me at first about my dedication to her, and she didn't make the effort to listen to the radio station to hear for my dedication. I was somewhat disappointed on this Valentine's Day that she didn't listen. She wasn't able to share any time with me then. She had said that she was busy with her mom, attending some sort of party and such. I hope she has a fun night. I love her all the same, though. So as proof for Delilah about my heartfelt dedication, I had recorded my conversation with the radio station host that while I was talking to her via my cell phone. This is what our conversation consisted of. My cell phone rang at 2000. Shinshin. Hello, this is Shinshin. Host. How are you tonight? Shinshin. I'm doing good, thank you. And how are you? Host. And who is your song for tonight? Shinshin. Delilah. Host. What would you like to tell her? Shinshin. Uh, just that you know that we have been together a bit over a year now, and just that I love her and that it's great being with her. We have done a lot together and enjoy her company during all those time, and I would love to see our love grow more. Host. Well, this is a song we can play for her. Well, is there a song we can play for her? Shinshin. Yes. Kiss Me. Host. Oh, Kiss Me. That's a nice one. All right. We hope it helps for you. Shinshin. Thanks a lot. Host. You're welcome. Here it is. Sixpence None the Richer. Kiss Me on Love Song on the Coast and Coast 103.5. The song plays and I record the entire song as well for proof to show to Delilah that I had poured out my heart out to her as my loving gift for her on that Valentine's Day. Several days later, when she had made time to see me, I was able to prove to Delilah that I had made a dedication to her via the radio station. I played the recorded aired radio conversation and dedication from Valentine's Day, and after listening to me spill my heart out to her on the airway, she told me thanks. We kissed and hugged, and eventually we made love afterward while the recorded favorite song was playing. It was weird to me then. Delilah always seemed to use sex to get me to relax and not argue with her. I really love this girl, and I don't want to fight with her over anything. I love making love to her as well. After making love and sharing some time together that evening, Delilah left my apartment and headed home. So she told me. I told and reminded her once again that I love and cherish her dearly. You see that shit there? Do you see that shit there, readers? Delilah seemed nonchalant about the whole dedication thing. She didn't really care about what Shinshin had done for her over the airwaves or how much time and effort he had put into making it possible. He had practically poured out his stupid heart to this unappreciative succubus. Without shame or embarrassment, he go on to just without shame or embarrassment, he goes on to just say what he had felt then over the airway, where millions of listeners were hearing him, and she just brushed it off her shoulder like it was nothing. What a cold bitch. And you see that? She uses sex to shut him up. What a conniving bitch of a whore she is. Well, I'll admit, she uses sex to shut me up as well. I didn't really care though, as long as I get to stuff my filthy dick in her nasty ass rotten tomato. That's how I got my jolly off then, being with that succubus. From this I see that Shinshin is quite vulnerable and fragile in all aspects of his being, and that conniving bitch knew it as well, and was able to easily take advantage of Shinshin's ignorance-giving heart then. She knew that Shinshin would forgive her no matter what she does or may have done to crush him. He was so stuck on her. He was so stuck on that conniving bitch. He was so much into, and she used him as such. Shinshin would have should have realized that Delilah wasn't good for him, not one bit. But then again, he was stuck on that conniving whore, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Shinshin is a lost cause as a result of this relation with Delilah, and I wasn't going to help him, not one bit then, and it didn't even help during this his trial. I'm such a bastard torn between my best friend and between my raging and urging sexual hormones. These are some of the places we have dined and went out together so far, according to Shinshin. We have dined at Lucille in Long Beach, ate at Kabuki off of Gritty and South Street in Cerrito, the Peking Walk of PCH. We have also patronized Denny's, Norm's, Spire's restaurant several times. We had visited numerous malls throughout Southern California, from the Lakewood Mall to South Coast Plaza. We also visited Universal Studios several times. We went to catch a medieval time show in Buena Park, to Nico Nico Arcade in Anaheim. We also went miniature golfing at Boomers in Fountain Valley, right off the 405 South Freeway, and we also went ice skating at the Glacier Garden in Lakewood off of Carson and Pixie Street. And several times we also patroned Cal Bowl for bowling and games, which was a few steps away from the ice rink there in Lakewood, California. I also spent several outings with Delilah and her mother. Besides dance practice, we also dined at Hometown Buffet at the Olive Garden several times. Delilah and I have done much together, and every time spent with her is every minute's cherished. I just simply love her that much, Lord. I thank you. We also have visited the local university's Earl Burn Miller Japanese Garden several times and made out there, and we also had visited Santa Monica's Pier several times as well. We went on the Ferris wheel and shop around at its outdoor market there and several other eateries throughout Southern California. We also spent a whole day in San Diego visiting the beaches, mall, and Balboa Park there. Several times we visited the farmers market on 2nd Street and PCH, and the one downtown of Long Beach Boulevard as well, and 3rd Street. Delilah and I have been to all sorts of places, enjoying each other's company. I really love her, Lord. March 23rd, 2007, Friday. Delilah and I went to California Buffet today off of Carson and Woodruff in California. In Lakewood, California. Several blocks from Long Beach Community City College, the LAC campus, and we both had a nice meal. This was our usual spot to eat, wine and dine per se. They have good portion and numerous various variation of delicious food, from American to Asian cuisine. It's my pleasure to treat Delilah all the time to this place and other places as well. I'll do practically anything for her. After getting off field from the Asian American buffet, Delilah and I left the fine dining and went to Boomers, a family-oriented family fun center consisting of arcade game, go-kart, car racing, and miniature golf, and rock climbing. And we enjoyed ourselves there also that night. First, we went in the arcade playing various games. I played some car racing games, shoot some hoops for tickets, and played some shooting game also. While Delilah played Dance Dance Revolution, she's so darn good at that game. She loved dancing. The machine was messed up though, so she didn't get to dance her heart out that night on the step machine. We then we got the student pass. We then got the student night pass where we saved several bucks from the usual cost. It only cost us $13 each that night. We had a real nice time together that night. We first went to the go-kart area where we raced around a miniature track, and then we went to climb a wall, of which both of us sucked at. Our arms were stiff from the climb. Neither of us made it to the very top of the plastic mountain. After stretching out and catching our breath, we then went to play miniature golf, where we played 18 holes of golf. Then once again we went onto the go-kart and raced our hearts out, crashing and chasing each other about the small track. And once our fun and game was done with, and with some exhaustion, after we drove to my apartment and made love. Since we both believed that neither of us had any other, since we both believed that neither of us had any other sexual partner or whatnot, we need not bother to use protection or contraceptive. We usually go at it like wild dog, fucking and thrusting into each other. I really enjoy making love to Delilah. I love being inside of her, being inside of Delilah. Her warmth gives me comfort and put my troubled mind at ease. I love being allowed to come inside of her. Then I trusted her, and I was the only one. I trusted her that I was the one and only. I love her all the same, Lord. I would do anything for this girl, and I truly love and adore her. Anything she asked for, I would gladly do it for her. She has my heart, my mind, my soul, and my spirit. These I have given to her already. I love Delilah so very much, Lord. Our love making is amazing at times. I'm so glad that we are able to share our days and night together. I hope none of this ever ends. Thank you, Lord. In God's name I pray. Several days ago, Delilah had told me that her womanly menstrual was late and that she may be pregnant. With that worry in the back of my head, we rushed to Costco and bought an EPT analog early pregnancy test kit and tested it on Delilah to see if she was really pregnant. Once we had purchased the test kit item, we ran back to my apartment and had Delilah urinate onto the EPT strip and waited for the result from the test kit. After waiting several minutes, we had the test result. The test The test had shown a plus sign marker indicating that Delilah was pregnant with child. She had a little worry about that upon her face then, so we decided to wait for another hour and try the test again to make sure that she was indeed really pregnant. After the good hour wait, we tried the EPT pregnancy test again and got the same plus marker result. From the scare of being pregnant and what her mom may say and what her friends would think of her, Delilah told me that she wanted the growing embryo and soon to be fetus out of her and went straight online to look for an abortion clinic. From her search, she found a few and had told me that I should pay for her abortion at the local clinic that she had found since I knocked her up. Because I love her and didn't want to argue or lose her, I gave in and gave her the money she needed for the abortion of the child that was to be ours, who was growing slowly inside Delilah then. I felt awful about the abortion. Thank you for listening. This is the end of chapter 133. Be on the lookout for chapter 134, titled Lilith Accuses Shinshin. This is Do, Ra, me, and I'll see you later. Thank you.